Welcome back everyone. Now we'll see how to assign functionality to the widgets which we created in Qt Designer using signal and slot in the UI. So if you want to understand how we did the coding part, I would recommend you go back and view the previous video which is on the coding and then view this one. So let's get into it. First of all, let's close all files. We'll create a new project so that you'll understand from the basic. So we will go for a Qt widget application, and this time we will name it signal slot. Again, we'll go to our directory. Next, just create the desktop. Good. Next, as we are using widget, we'll go for QWidget. The class name will be form because we are going to import the designer which we designed in Qt Designer, the design which we designed in Qt Designer, and the file name will be the same, design. Click next, finish. Again, you got the skeleton for developing your code. Now go in the folder which you just created, delete the design.ui because we'll be replacing it with the one which we developed in Qt Designer. Copy all these files and paste them in your project folder. So going back to the Qt Creator, this was the previous file. Now we'll add the new files. Design.ui, your image, and the resource file. So just to check if it is added, yeah. And now if we run this, so you have successfully imported the designer file in your Qt Creator project. Right now if you do anything, nothing will happen because these are the files which we imported from the designer one, not the coding part which we saw in the previous video. So now we'll see how we can create signals and slots in this file itself. We need not go to form.cpp and write some lines of code over here, not necessary. All we have to do is to go to this part over here, edit signal and slot. If you click here, so this button should quit, right? Okay, once it's clicked, what will happen? So you need to inherit the QWidget signals and slots. So once it's clicked, close. Okay, that's it. If you run this, yep, it's working. So similarly, we'll go for the other three widgets. Now from the slider to the LCD number. So these are the functions from the horizontal slider. What we want is value changed, and what should happen in the LCD number? Set value display over here. Same functions as we saw in the previous video, but in that case we were writing them. Here we are just clicking. That's simple. So this is done. Similarly, we'll go for the spin box. We need some space to consist it. Controls. Okay. So what the spin box function should be? It should be if the value is changed, horizontal slider should set the value to that value. Okay, and similarly, if the value of the slider is changed, then the spin box value should change. So in slider, value changed, in spin box, set value. Same functions, just a different way to use them. And now if we run this by Control R, as we vary the slider, the number is increasing, it's decreasing, and if we change the value in the spin box, the slider and the LCD number is increasing and decreasing. And so with the quit button. So this was a simpler way to use the Qt Creator. Thank you for watching.